Once upon a Halloween morn, filled with chocolate bars and candied corn, ghosts and ghouls as far as you'd see. But what were the costumes on GMFB? 100 years for the NFL, from Sammy Baugh to Le'Veon Bell. So many players to choose, so many jerseys to wear. Let's meet our hosts. Stay tuned if you dare.
First up, we're going back to the Roaring 20s. He's been called the Flinger from Freehold, the Ironhead Insider, the Electric East Coaster, Kingsbury's Crony, McVeigh's Mate, Nagy's Newsman. He's been a member of the Decatur Staleys, the Muncie Flyers, and most recently, the Staten Island Stapletons. Put your hands together for Peter, the Super Slinger Schrager.
Next up, it's the biggest rock star the NFL has ever seen. He has the hair, he has the glasses, he has the neck roll. He even went on to conquer Hollywood in movies like Back in Business and One Man's Justice, an Oklahoma Sooner turned Seattle Seahawk. Ladies and gentlemen, the Titan of Trash Talk, Brian the Boz Bosworth.
The Boz runs a little hot. Today, the Boz is going to run stone cold because anything else will be uncivilized.
Joining us now is the best to ever do it and the best that ever will. The most electrifying, eye-popping game changer on the gridiron. The man who taught us it must be the money. He's a Seminole, a two-time Super Bowl champion, and the only man to play in a Super Bowl and a World Series is Deion Primetime Sanders.
Diamond Rolex, Deion's on my feet. I got 2 pairs every day of the week.
And finally, our last guest is the thing all NFL players strive for when they enter the league. First appearing in 1967 in Green Bay, it's the ultimate sign of success in the NFL. Made entirely of sterling silver, it's been known as the Tiffany Trophy, the ship, and Tom Brady's living room decor. It might not be February, but it's time to present the Vince Lombardi Trophy.
Get over, happy Halloween! Okay, we've got the Boz, we got
1920s, red grange.
1920s, and we've got, okay, Prime.
Must be the money.
Welcome to our show. Yeah, this is the Halloween edition of Good Morning Football. This is our show, baby! Welcome to Good Morning Football, one of our favorite days of the year. Thursday Night Football, that's right. We've got some action going on tonight, but it's October 31st. We got some candy. M&M's, Boz, what do you eat?
All protein. I eat quarterbacks for breakfast, that's what I eat.
You got peanuts in there. My name's...
That's right.
My name's Lombardi Trophy.
Hello, Lombardi.
You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Prime time, you know me, the best of all times, baby. Hey, if you ball, you get the...
Hey, I like your style. I like it. And what about you?
Well, I'm from a different era, a different time. The NFL started in 1920, and here's where I'm at. They call me the Freehold Fireball, the Ironhead Insider, McVeigh's Mate. I'm here, and I'm ready to talk football. Baker Mayfield, hello!
We got to talk to you a little bit about branding. There's something we do now.
And Miss Lombardi,
Yeah.
what are you all about?
I'm just here, just waiting to just be in the arms of someone in the 100th NFL.
Deion knows
ready?
a little bit about you.
I sure
right?
do. About me.
That's right.
It's
I do
time
not.
for the Say It With Me, Sing It, Prime.
The lead block!
Yesterday, we showed you the video, this one of Chandler Jones sneaking up on Niners quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo in a grocery store. Now, he didn't get credit for a sack. No, he didn't. But he could work for TMZ someday, and he could get a sack tonight. These two teams are facing off Halloween night in a Thursday night football spooktacular. So let's go out to the desert. The desert can be a pretty scary place.
Yes, it can.
Can it be tonight as we welcome in our very own MJ Acosta? She's in Glendale, Arizona this morning. MJ, what did Jimmy Garoppolo say about running into his former teammate ahead of tonight's matchup?
Well, Jimmy hasn't said too much about it, but I did speak with Chandler Jones about it yesterday, and he said, listen, as we were getting ready to prepare for this team, watching the film study, he thought for a second, wait up, I have some Jimmy G film of my own. So that's when he scrolled on back to the archives and found that gem from the grocery store. But I did ask Jones afterwards, listen, thinking back to that time of you and Jimmy in New England, could you ever have imagined that he'd be leading an undefeated team in now your division, no less? And he said, MJ, not in a million years. Not because Jimmy isn't talented, of course, but because back then they were going through it. Jimmy was the backup QB, just trying to make big Bill Belichick happy. And so Jones says that, yes, he is very happy for Jimmy's success, but don't get it twisted. He's definitely getting after him tonight. When you think of him and his linebacker duo partner, Terrell Suggs, they've combined for 13.5 sacks. Yeah, they're going for it after the 49ers tonight.
MJ, the Buzz does not like videos of running backs, but you posted one of the newest Arizona Cardinals. Name's Kenyon Drake. What can you tell the table, my friends and I here, about his role in this game tonight? Let us have it. Let's go.
I've gotten to chat with Kenyon Drake over the past couple of days. I mean, it's been a crazy 36 to 48 hours for him. He told me yesterday that his head is still spinning for sure, but he feels good with where he is in the offense right now here with the Cardinals. Now, he says, MJ, we gonna make something shake. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm thinking it's a good omen for the Cardinals. But Cliff Kingsbury saying yesterday that they're excited to see the explosiveness that Drake will bring to this offense, to this running backs group, but it will be a running back by committee situation. Alfred Morris also on the plan to be active tonight. He did not play a healthy scratch against the Saints last week, so he's bringing a pair of fresh legs as well. David Johnson, that's where the question mark is. He's still working through that ankle injury. Coach saying that'll be a game-time decision.
Now, MJ, I am dressed as a Lombardi Trophy. We have an undefeated team, one of the only two left in the league, playing it tonight on the road. We'll see if Shanahan and John Lynch and Jimmy Garoppolo can get another win on their way to snatching themselves a Lombardi Trophy, or at least a representation in the conference championship with the NFC. Thank you so much, MJ Acosta. You'll be with us all morning as we count down to Thursday night football. Anybody feel like getting Halloween spirit?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Look at you, Vinny. You look good. I like the nickname, right? Vinny.
Vin, that's good. I like it. On this Halloween matchup between the Niners and the Cardinals, here's my question. How, Nate, Prime, how can Kyler Murray scare the Niners defense? It's undefeated. It's the number one total defense in the land.
You got to use his legs. That's exactly what he does. What we saw over the beginning of the season was the evolution of this offense. Cliff Kingsbury came in over the summer and said, they're going to go downfield, and we're going to be one of those explosive run-and-gun offenses. We were thinking 40 to 50 passes a game. And then he realized the advantage that he has at the quarterback position is allowing his quarterback to drop back and call it what it is, play a little backyard football. And if he can do that, then, that'll open up this offense, and then it'll also open up the passing game.
This Cardinals offensive line is inferior to the 49ers defensive line. You're looking at one of the best defensive lines that football has seen in years. So you're not just going to run the ball up the gut 30 times. You've got to be creative. And if anyone could be creative on a short week, it's Cliff Kingsbury, who comes with a playbook out of Texas Tech that is 7,000 pages long and has all sorts of concepts. They ran a play last week against the Saints when this was still a very competitive game. It's a double pass here. It's back to Kyler. Kyler then looks to Charles Clay. They go. It's big. If that was a speedier tight end, that's a touchdown right there. They don't score the touchdown, but it's stuff like this. You're not going to beat them just lining up and run the ball up your face. That's not going to beat the 49ers defense. They're too good. You've got to get creative. And if ever Kingsbury's going to show the league why he was hired, it's for a night like this, on a Thursday night when no one thinks they've got a shot. Go and light up that defense with some creativity that we haven't seen before.
I like the Nick Bosa.
Sure you do.
The Boz likes the Bose.
Sure. Weird.
I like the Bose. I like the Buck. They got them all on that D-line. Sometimes on Halloween, the little kids will be out there early. And sometimes the little kids run into the big kids, and the big kids are up to no good. They're smashing pumpkins, they're chucking eggs, they're pushing kids in puddles. I look at Kyler as one of the little kids out there, okay? He's having a good time out early getting candy. He's going to run into the big kids tonight. He's going to run into the big kids who shouldn't even be dressing up in costume anymore. If they're out there, I think you said Cliff is the reason he got hired is for this. This is the reason Kyler got drafted. Run around, dude. Scramble drill all day long. I want him out of the pocket. You got to improv. I need like 6 highlight reel plays tonight from Kyler. The reason they drafted him is to face great defenses and be faster and more athletic. Let's go tonight. My man, I need the scramble drill. That's what I need.
The Niners are 0-4 under Shanahan against the Cardinals. Against the Cardinals. You brought this up yesterday. It's an even longer streak than that. Do you believe in curses and spooky things like that on a Halloween night situation?
What about the curse of the Bambino?
It's very weird. I think it's a weird stat you brought up.
0-8 the last 8 times they played him in the regular season.
What?
To which 49ers fans responded to me yesterday and said, none of those had Jimmy G under center.
See ya.
True.
So that might be the difference. We'll see on this Halloween Eve.
It's Thursday Night Football. The 49ers are riding high and poised for a playoff run, but the Cardinals are looking for a signature win of their own on their home turf. It's 49ers Cardinals. Thursday Night Football. I love having an undefeated team kick off the week. It kicks off at 8 p.m. Eastern on NFL Network, on Fox, and streaming on Prime Video. On the draft red carpet, Jamal Adams said, "You're my sister." So did his dad. Well, he's getting himself into some hot water with the New York press lately. Jamal Adams still upset after the trade deadline.